Hello friends, Lisa here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk to you about my makeup-free journey. 4 years ago, I quit all makeup except concealer. It took me another year to give that up. So it's been 3 years officially, zero makeup purchases, zero time spent on makeup, zero makeup in my house. And it's just been a makeup-free life, and it's been a wonderful life. And I want to talk to you about that. It's something I really advocate for all women, so I want to tell you specifically about my experience, and maybe that will help someone out there who's on the fence thinking about giving it up or thinking about giving up some aspects of it. So prior to quitting makeup, I would say I had a pretty typical routine. I wore makeup both to work and also like at home. I pretty much put on makeup every day, no matter what I was doing. I did really the full routine: primer, foundation, highlighter, blush, bronzer, brows, mascara, lipstick, lip gloss, whatever, eyeliner. I did the full beat down, and I was probably spending around $100 a month on makeup, which is not a lot. That's actually, I think, less than average, but I was more of a drugstore makeup girly, so yeah. So I went from that to basically nothing. And the reason why I embarked on this journey was more because of minimalism than feminism. So I started really getting into minimalism probably about 4 or 5 years ago, and I began looking at my spending habits, my time spending habits, like the routines that I did throughout my day, and I looked for places where I could streamline and kind of do less and save my energy and my money for things that maybe were more deserving. And makeup was like a very obvious and kind of very easy thing to cut out because it's really not a need. There is no need for it at all. It's just a totally superfluous want, and it was easy to put it on the chopping block, and ultimately it's been pretty easy for me to give it up. I initially stopped because of minimalism, and then later on I discovered some kind of second wave feminist writings on makeup and beauty culture and stuff like that, and I really vibed with them. The idea that women are obligated to change ourselves to exist in society in a way that men aren't. And I just started really thinking about that. I just didn't see the point in doing this thing that men don't have to do. I didn't like that double standard, and I didn't want to live that double standard in my own life. So the feminist reasons for quitting makeup really resonated with me too. Men don't have to wear makeup in public to be respected, so why should women have to? And yeah, I felt that very strongly. For me personally, the hardest thing to give up was mascara and doing my brows because I am very fair-skinned. I thought I looked so weird to myself without them. I had been wearing mascara pretty much almost every day for over 20 years or thereabouts. And so to relearn how to see my face without that, it was definitely a process. But now that I see myself, I can't really imagine wearing makeup. I just feel like I'm supposed to look exactly how I look naturally, and that's a really good feeling to feel that way about myself. Initially, it was hard to see myself without makeup, and that was definitely something that made it a journey and made it work, was that every time I walked by the mirror for about a year after I quit, I would look at myself and I would say, wow, you look tired. You don't look your best or whatever, because I was just readjusting and relearning how to see my face and how to view myself. And I think we're also so conditioned as women to be so self-critical and to point out all our flaws to ourselves when we do look in a mirror. It's just very natural to do that. So it took some time to unlearn those thought patterns and to see myself in a positive light again. So the first positive effect of quitting makeup, I will say, is looking at the mirror less. Obviously, putting on makeup requires staring at yourself in the mirror, and we are conditioned to pick out our flaws. And when you have less of that mirror time in general, you do less of that, picking yourself apart and negative self-talk and stuff. Like I said, still when I would like pass by a mirror going to the bathroom or something like that, sometimes I would have those thoughts And over time that really stopped. And now when I like catch a glimpse of myself, I'm just like, I like what I see and I like myself. Less mirror time overall, though, I think is really, really beneficial for women in our society, given our conditioning. So that's been the first positive thing. The second thing is all of the money that I have saved from not buying makeup. Over 4 years of $100 a month, that's almost $5,000. These are kind of small purchases that happen. It's a little bit insidious, you know? You don't necessarily notice your credit card bill going down by $100 every month, but it is, and it's there. And over the long term, it's a lot of money to spend, but it's also a lot of money to save. Those are hours that I didn't have to work, or hours that I worked that I can spend that money on something else, or I can save it. That is really important. Makeup is very expensive. Pretty much only women are expected to buy these things and have that as a part of our budget. And I feel really good knowing that I've kept that money for myself. Something else that's really important about not spending money on makeup is, for me personally and morally, I really don't believe in giving my money to companies that harm the environment, that exploit workers, and that use marketing messages that encourage low self-esteem in women and girls. And makeup companies fall under all of those categories. So I know that none of my money is going directly to those companies, and that also makes me feel really good. The third positive effect has been saving time. I used to spend 10, 20, 30 minutes a day doing my makeup, and that is time I have to sleep more, to read a book, to listen to music, to watch YouTube, but whatever I'm doing is definitely more valuable than the time spent doing makeup. Along the same lines, my to-do list used to always have makeup or beauty related tasks on it. So it would either be products I wanted to pick up at the store, or like doing my brows or whatever. Not only was it a time-consuming part of my routine, but there was always like to-dos, and that stuff doesn't hang over my head the way that it used to. The fourth positive effect is that I can look back over the last 3 to 4 years and say that I have reduced and eliminated my exposure to the potentially harmful or toxic chemicals that are in makeup. So there are a lot of known harmful and toxic chemicals that are in makeup, like PFAS and endocrine disruptors and carcinogens. And there are many unknowns because makeup is a very, very largely unregulated industry, and you really don't know what you're putting on your face. But I know from having quit makeup entirely 3 years ago that I have not put any of that stuff on my face, and I have not had that exposure that might make me worry that I'm gonna have something down the line as a result of that, or that it's currently making me sick or something like that. Obviously, I wore makeup for 20 years, so I can't undo that. But going forward, I know that I can completely cut out all exposure to those chemicals by just simply not wearing makeup, and that's a really good feeling. Another positive effect is I really think my self-confidence and my self-esteem has just skyrocketed, really. I just feel more confident in my own skin. And that is such an amazing feeling. And it's a feeling that I want other women to experience. It's this feeling of just saying to the world, I am good enough as I am. Take me or leave me. Take me as I am or leave me. Some people find me attractive, other people don't. And you know what? I really and truly do not care. I don't care. And I think before, when I was more tuned into my appearance and beauty and all this stuff, I would, say, for example, be talking to someone in public and I would be thinking, oh, do they think I'm good looking? How's my makeup look? I would have all of these thoughts running through my head that would take me out of the conversation instead of being fully present and giving that person my authentic self. And I do that now. And that's hands down, out of all these things, that's the best effect of quitting makeup, is feeling like I just exist authentically as me. I don't feel any need to change that for myself or for anyone else. I just am who I am. And I love that for me. It's such a powerful feeling internally, and it's such a powerful feeling, I think, to convey that to people. Like, people get that. When you feel confident in yourself, that comes through to other people. They treat you better. They see a person who's not insecure. It's just a really, really good thing. I really do feel when I look at myself and I think about myself that there is nothing missing. There's nothing I need to change. There's nothing I need to do. I'm just totally whole as myself. And it's truly, truly a great feeling. So that's it. That's my little summary of what it's been like to quit makeup. It's been a very, very positive experience, but it's a journey that every woman has to come to on her own. So I just wanted to share a little bit about my journey. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.